In a small, quaint village nestled between whispering forests and babbling brooks, there was a little house at the end of a winding cobblestone street. This house, known only to those curious enough to find it, belonged to the kindly old librarian, Mrs. Merriweather. Her home doubled as the village's library, a tapestry of centuries-old books cradled in towering shelves, each filled with captivating tales and whispered secrets. One chilly autumn evening, a young boy named Oliver found himself drawn to this wonder-filled abode. Oliver was a spirited boy of 8, with a shock of sandy hair and eyes that sparkled with curiosity. He had always been enamored by stories, often losing himself in the pages of adventures and mythical lands during his visits to Mrs. Merriweather's library. On this particular evening, as the sun began to dip below the horizon painting the sky with hues of pink and orange, Oliver pushed open the creaky wooden door of the library. The familiar smell of aged parchment and polished wood greeted him warmly. Inside, the lamps cast a gentle glow across the rows of books, and a fireplace crackled softly in the corner, sending little flares of light dancing across the room. As Oliver meandered through the aisles, something unusual caught his eye. A seemingly ordinary book nestled among volumes of history and fairy tales. Its spine was a dull emerald green, yet it glimmered faintly under the dim light. Oliver, drawn by an invisible thread of curiosity, reached out and pulled the book from its resting place. Cradling the book in his small hands, Oliver noticed that it was surprisingly heavy. Upon closer inspection, he saw the words, "The Book of Wishes," etched in gold lettering across the cover. His heart pounded with excitement and a tinge of longing. Without hesitation, Oliver settled himself into the plush armchair situated by a circular window. Outside, the first stars were beginning to twinkle, watching over him like tiny sentinels of the night. He balanced the book on his lap and cautiously opened it. Immediately, the room was filled with a warm, golden glow. Light spilled forth from the pages in gentle waves, and the world around him seemed to fade away, leaving just the boy and his magical discovery. The glow enveloped Oliver, casting a haloed light upon his freckled face. Dust particles hovered and swirled, glistening like little stars caught in a perpetual dance, moving with the light's gentle rhythm. The first page revealed a beautifully illustrated scene of a woodland, much like the forest back home. Beneath it, elegant cursive announced, "Wish upon the words, and wonders you'll know. A heart steadfast and pure, the only guide you'll need below." Oliver's fingers trembled as he flipped the pages, each one unveiling new worlds shimmering with possibilities. Adventures waiting to unfold, mysteries yearning to be unlocked. The room around him seemed to hum with newfound energy, the clattering of the clock and the whisper of turning pages blending into a symphony that only he could hear. As his imagination soared, Oliver knew that the Book of Wishes was no ordinary tale. This was a gateway to endless dreams, a world where his wishes could swath the earth and sky, painting it with the colors of his own creation. He could barely tear his eyes away, each page a promise of something just beyond, something marvelous. At that moment, Oliver's heart was a cauldron of wonder and innocence, a place where the impossible became possible simply because he believed. In Mrs. Merriweather's little library, amidst the echoes of history and the soft ticking of time, a young boy had unlocked the magic of the universe. And as he sat bathed in the book's glow, the whispers of adventure brought a smile to his lips. For he knew that the world was as vast and wondrous as his heart dared to imagine.